I'm sure you had your little run-ins with some of those people out there
Oh, all day, dude.
all day.
All day.
How do
Like
you handle those things?
I don't. I don't,
That's
dude.
good.
That's
I
funny.
don't.
Yeah. So today we're gonna be going over, is trading a scam? Oh, there you go. You got it
Right.
connected back in. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good, good. It's trading a scam. So I'm gonna go in and share my screen. Appreciate everyone jumping in. Let me go share my screen. It's trading a scam because nowadays, man, like it's sad because like even though us being in the markets, we've been through all the things, and we have a little bit more knowledge than the average Joe. And a lot of people when we talk market stuff, they start to they're not really certain, right? They're kind of uncertain. They're trying to feel everything out. Is this even real? It's too good to be true. Can you really work at home? Right? Can you be on the throne, dropping the deuce and make money? Is that true, Glenn? You telling me that, right? Can I make money grow? Can I have make it have babies? And we're gonna answer those questions today. Hopefully, we're gonna be talking about that. Trading is a scam, right? And it's let me tell you, I got a this is
Oh,
a, a I don't know if you guys are on Instagram. I don't know if you see these kind of posts floating around. I just got my withdrawals, a stack of money, right? This was a screenshot my wife sent me from someone in her network that popped up on her feed. And it's funny because like I told her about all these things, and I've talked to other people who's on the other end who did give up their hard-earned money to these people because simply they just didn't know enough, or simply they were going for the get rich quick scheme. They were trying to go for the easy play. And these are one of the things. This photo was one of the things that they came across. And there's a bad, it's just it doesn't turn out good. Maybe it is a viable business for those people. I don't know. I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. You got to do what you got to do, right? But when you're in business, it's just right to be ethical, right to be moral. Um, and trading isn't a way to get rich, right? It's not a scheme, but you can get rich. That's for sure. Okay, over time, compound interest,
slowly but surely.
slowly but surely. How many times you get hit with those random DMs, Reed?
Lately it's been NFTs, man.
Oh,
Like
NFTs
every
now?
day NFTs, man. Just like you could flip this NFT for thousands of dollars, and then it shows examples of their mentor who did it. So
Oh man.
you go to their account and there isn't anyone. I mean it's like it's the person who sent the message is like a robot, and there's
Yeah,
no actual like there's no photos there, and it's a private account. So you're like,
they got these
weird.
guys got it down to a system, man. They got it
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah, like you said, I don't even know if there's even a real person behind the keyboard on the other side. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All simulation.
NFTs now. Trading takes years. With the right guidance, you can take time out of the equation, right? You can be successful. Can you be a full time trader in a short time? Yes, yes. Depending on the situation,
It's
you got to do the
possible.
math. And we put together this example for people out there who to like really understand. Like if you've never done the math yet, but you want the idea of becoming a full time trader, how much would it cost? Right, that is the question. How much does it cost? Right, so like example A, we put down if your cost of living is 4 grand a month, right? In state of Hawaii, that's highly unlikely, but we'll see. You might be able to squeeze on 4 grand a month. What kind of returns would you need? So if you just do the math, 4 grand per month, you need a net income of 48 grand. Okay, assuming you pay Uncle Sam your 30%, we'll just round it up. You need a gross of 69,000. Simple math, financial literacy. Um, But we put this example out there is for people to just really understand, like, hey, that whole idea, that dream, that goal to trade full time, it can be done. This is what it takes. So if you take a 69 grand yearly, and if you had a $690,000 trading account, you just got to produce 10% annually in profits. Okay, you're using that big $690,000 trading account. That's your vehicle, and have that make 10%. Or if you add another zero, a few zeros, $6.9 million account, your $69,000 needed to live, that's a 1% return. And so yes, like those are just different examples, different ways people can live that dream of becoming a full-time trader. You got to go decide what the definition is for you, for your situation, and what path you're gonna take. So the challenge for a lot of traders, right, is to build up their capital, their equity big enough so that they can start producing those type of returns. Because at the end of the day, that's it, right? It all comes back down to the numbers. The numbers don't lie. And this is a good way to do a self-reflection and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need Netflix subscription anymore. Maybe I'll do Starbucks once a month instead of once a week. Start trimming the fat, right? Then start. Once you do that, you start getting more disciplined, and you're that much closer to becoming a full-time trader living off of your returns. So it's not just all your annual percentage return. You can just start figuring out how to live your life. And so we broke that down. So you can become a trader in a short time, for sure. Right? Don't fall for the false expectations. Lambo money next week. Lavish vacations, showing wins. People always showing wins, but they never lose. Right? What's a red flag? Lavish lifestyles. Like all of a sudden they're balling. Like all of a sudden they're just the prince of Dubai. Well, what else?
A lot of scammers, or maybe not really scammers, but not full-time forex traders. They'll move to like Southeast Asia, and they could be making maybe $100-$200 a month, off of a real small account, and that's all you need to survive in those countries, fortunately. So I mean, technically they are full-time traders, but a lot of their lavish lifestyle is a cheap lavish lifestyle. So that's what they market, and a lot of them come down to just really great marketers. So that's like, we're just trying to point out that it's possible, but there's also red flags. Like, who do you want to learn from? Just always question that source, right? And look up a little bit more information on those people and their background.
That's a great point. I never even thought about that. That's good. Yeah. I think what is the cheapest? What is the cheapest like Asia country to live in? Huh? Is it Thailand?
I would say probably
Philippines?
Thailand. Bali is pretty cheap,
Bali.
depending on where. You can't. Well, like maybe not even Bali Island. Like the surrounding islands probably is pretty cheap out there. You could like, I think like $5 is food for the entire day, pretty much. I think it was like 169 for like a breakfast. So I mean, it's very reasonable out there.
Dang.
For Americans, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So on to the next slide. The quality of your life depends on the quality of questions you ask. Here are some questions a newcomer, someone who isn't sure, approaching the market, and just getting their feet wet. Like, hey, this is for the people of like, I do want to learn, but the question is, who do I learn from? How do I know if they're legit? So we kind of put together some things to go over for yourselves, for the newcomers, of people who's learning, some guidance. Of course, you still got to do your due diligence. This isn't the end all be all. And when it comes to making your first investment, say it's a course or say it's opening up an account, you got to go figure out, what's at risk. What are you risking? Are you risking your life savings that you shouldn't be touching? Will my life be drastically affected if the money was lost? Right? So that's one thing to really get aligned with yourself. You want to trust and validate. If someone's making big claims on returns, ask for a track record, man.
Yeah.
Right? You need to
That's
you
the
need to
first thing.
validate. Show me your track. We gotta make a shirt. Show me your track record.
Yes, dude. That's a solid idea. Write that down.
Write that down. And then what Reid mentioned earlier, know the difference between a great marketer and a great trader. You know, what language are they using? Are they just talking about how they spend their profits all day, or are they actually providing value? Because little do you know, I mean, like when you talk to different people, they talk differently, and you can spot out nowadays. Um, Compare, like you talk to the hedge fund manager than the NFT guy, different language,
Yeah.
different language, man.
There's
And
an
so,
eerie calmness with the hedge fund managers and big market wizards. You know, there's a different type of calmness.
that's a good, yes, calmness, right? They they're like, they take it back down,
Yeah, they're not in your
really.
face.
Yeah, they're not guerrilla marketers, but they're super wise.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. Like they'll say the exact same things. It's just you're like, oh yeah, I know, but you're hearing it from a hedge fund manager. Like, yeah, yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
And
then
for like my experience, I was able I was trading full time off of only a $20,000 account, and Hawaii being Hawaii, right? I made $2,400, and at the end of the month, I had to pay my bills. It was like came out to like $3,000. So I mean, like even a really good month for me was not able to sustain my living at like $20,000. So it's just like it just put things in perspective. Like damn, like you could be kind of like you said, it depends on your specific situation, right? Like you need to be making like you need to be trading a $500,000 account, I think, in Hawaii to really be making it okay.
yeah, ten
That's my
percent,
opinion though.
ten
That's my
percent
opinion.
off of, no. Do the simple math, man. I mean, like the stats are out there. The average median household income is about $56,000 a year. Average median household income.
In Hawaii or in America?
I think Hawaii is a little bit higher because cost of living is a little higher. So I think the household, I think I read the stat was like 70 maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So 70K for the household. Um, you know, do the math. If you are good, if you're great enough to bring in a consistent 10% return every year after fees, that's you need $700,000 on your trading account. Yeah, for sure,
Uh,
for sure.
Thankfully, there's funded accounts now, funded trading. It's
Yeah, and
otherwise
another
you'd be
thing I
saving
want,
every
like,
penny.
another thing that comes to mind is that false expectation of like, hey, get in early on this coin.
Oof.
You know,
Yeah, it's a new one, right?
that's a new one nowadays. I hear that and I see that constantly on social media. It's like, hey, there's new coins coming out. Buy it now. 0.000005 is the value. Yeah.
Um, Squid Games is huge right now. On Netflix, there's a Squid Game coin. It shot up to $2,000, and within 5 minutes, it dropped down to like a penny. And so that's a really big example of why these altcoins need to be, I guess, just forewarning. That's all. Don't trade with money you can't afford
Yes.
to lose,
Yeah.
especially with coins you don't understand. At least like stocks you kind of understand. Forex, there's some fundamental understanding of why things happen. But with these coins, it's just a lot of it's just hype. So that's something to just be aware of. There's a lot of scams going on with that.
Yeah, yeah, that big crypto exchange. I forget what their name was, but I think we were talking about it months ago. And there, you go on their website, and then it says like, "Haha, we got you" or something. Remember
Oh
that one?
snap! I don't remember this one.
Dude, they walked away with like over 50 mil.
And now you gotta do is pay your court fees. Well, a couple like maybe 3, 4 mil here. Like
I
you're
think they
still
bounced
walking
out of
away barely.
country. They bounced out of
Oh,
country, dude.
that sucks though. You can't ever come back to America. I don't know, man. It's rough.
Yeah, that no,
Just
that
pay
was a big one. That was they were
pay
like
the
a
court
big
fees.
trying to do a Coinbase or whatever, big exchange, and
Ah,
they're
I
just
see. I
taking
see.
in all types of money. Yeah, even on that level, it's crazy, man. So it's really it comes down to just everyone doing their due diligence, being responsible of the decisions they make. You can't
Yeah.
let make emotional decisions.
Yeah. FOMO. A lot of it's
FOMO.
FOMO, right? Like,
Mm,
oh, five of my friends got it. I guess I gotta get it now since they're making money. You don't want to miss on the money train. But just stay in your lane. Just keep doing your own thing. Refine
right,
your own process.
right, right.
And then the roles will reverse. They're gonna be like, man, I want to get where you're at. Like, just follow the process.
I
Don't
went
fall
on
for
the
the
for sure
scams.
path, not the get rich quick path, dog.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, honest. Like you said, I'm not against the grind, the hustle, the even the risk, right? That's good. You got to take risks. And let's say you do make money, right? And that's awesome. I'm all for that. But it's comes down to consistency, right? Like, yeah, I made $5,000. Okay, and like 5 months later, it's gone. I need another $5,000, right? And so it's like, where are you gonna get that consistency from? I can't just keep risking thousands of dollars into random altcoins, hoping for a 2,000% return. So I mean, it's just we're going for consistency here, and like you want to leave a good legacy behind. Build on
Yep,
that. Build
yep.
on that legacy.
You just made me spark an idea. I need to contact the casinos in Vegas. They just got to start making coins, casino coins.
Oh, guaranteed. We'll see. I mean, crypto sphere is very, very interesting right now.
Jeremy, I'm sure you had your little run-ins with some of those people out there
Oh, all day, dude.
all day.
All day.
How do
Like
you handle those things?
I don't. I
That's
don't, dude.
good.
That's
I
smart. That's
don't.
very smart.